I promise that tonight, to the last two shows have been bit marathons, haven't they? Marathon. They have been marathons. The last two shows have been nearly 40 minutes long. So I promise that today's show will not be 40 minutes long, boys and girls. It's going to be at least an hour and 30 minutes. No, I try and stick to the 20-minute, all right? As you can see, after many weeks at last, my new Barry Manilow photo disc LP is now positioned on the wall directly beneath my Star of... Have you seen that Star of Fame? 1 minute, look, I'll show you this. New viewers may not have seen it. This is a Star of Fame award. Look at this. Presented to Chris Reardon for the occasion of the placement of your star on the Star of Fame database for his outstanding contribution to talk and music. Look at that. Oh, yes. You would like to win one of those as well, wouldn't you? Eh? I know you would. Just a moment. Oh, I got that on first time, didn't I? 1 minute. Or did I? Oh, no. 1 minute. 1 moment, please. Oh, there we are. Oh, no. Oh, God. Shouldn't move things once you're up, should you? 1 minute. How's that go on there? Oh, it's such a tiny little hole. There it is. Did you hear it click on then? There we are. And back, it won't be straight now, will it? There. I can't stand things not straight. My friend Ron... Oh, no, now go with my papers. Thank you. It's going to be a difficult show today. My friend Ronnie, he's got that OCD... Oh, hang on a minute. Is that gone on? No, it hasn't. My friend's got OCD and he can't stand things out of place. Oh, and whenever I go to his house, before I leave, when he disappears into the kitchen, before I leave, I get up and I move something. You know, whether it's just a picture that I've just slightly got offside, or I'll unpuff a cushion. Like every time you get up, you can't get up from the chair, the cushions get puffed up. He jumps up and starts puffing up cushions and things like that. He's one of those. Are you one of those? What's your house like? Our friend Anne Taplin, who is a regular viewer to this programme, she's got a Barry Manilow grotto in her house. All Barry Manilow things. I bet they're all in place, neatly in place, aren't they? Have I seen pictures of your Barry Manilow grotto? Do you think there might be people in this world, boys and girls, who have, you know, you get religious people, they have the grotto for a lady, Queen of Heaven, Mary, and they have Jesus grottos, and they have Barry Manilow grottos, and they have One Direction grottos. Do you think there might be a Chris Reardon grotto somewhere in this world, boys and girls? Little statues and pictures of me all over someone's bedroom wall. Do you think there might be one of those somewhere? I think there might be. And how would I be sitting? Would I be sitting... I know what you're thinking today. Why has he got a tie on today? Why has he got... Because I wanted to wear a tie. That's why. I can hear. I can hear what you're saying. Why is he wearing a tie? Oh, don't know. Oh, it's quite nice. Yeah, it's quite nice. But why? Why is he wearing a tie? There's so many people... They can't accept something for what it is. They have to question everything. Why is there all these questions going on all the time, dear? Questions and questions and questions. I just fancied wearing a tie today. I had a few extra minutes. Look, it's only 9:20 while I'm recording this morning. And I thought, I haven't put my invoice in for last night. Let me write that down. Very important to get that invoice in for your work done nice and quickly. On Thursdays, I work at a place called a Two Brewers. And it's a slightly different payment scheme there. Whereas you do the night, then you put your invoice in. 3 weeks later, 3 weeks later, dear, you get paid. 3 weeks! God's sake, I mean, I'm practically wasting away in front of you as it is, dear. You know, why do we have to wait 3 weeks so we can get a crust of bread to eat? This morning, after I finish today's show, I shall be looking around the bins again in Bracknell, see if there's a half-eaten burger or something from yesterday. I will carefully extract. I like that word. Extract. Do you like that word? Extract. Let's say it together after the tone. Doot. Extract. I didn't hear you do it. There's no point in you watching these programmes if you don't participate 100% fully, boys and girls. Say the word extract after the tone. 1, 2, 3, doot, extract. I shall find a half-eaten burger and extract the piece of dead animal that resides between those two little pieces of stale bread. I shall drop that back into the bin, give it a bit of a scrape. I don't mind a little dollop of mustard or tomato sauce still on there. That doesn't bother me at all, but we can't be eating those poor dead animals. Oh, why not? They're dead anyway. You might as well eat them. So I'll have something like that while I'm waiting for my meagre wages to drop into my account 3 weeks later, dear. Ah, by the way, Wendy, if you're wondering why I'm still using this disgustingly looking Sports Direct cup, that is because you've got I've got your 4 downstairs. I've actually got eight or I think it's about 8 or 10 large mugs down. No, I'm not asking for any more. 8 or 10 large mugs downstairs. And as I use one a couple of times and then I put it in the dishwasher. Well, I like to have the dishwasher full up before I switch it on. We must be economical, boys and girls. I hope you're being economical today. The moment this show finishes, there's no more lights going on in the house, dear. No, the only lights that go on in these United Kingdom Talk television studios, the moment I finish the show, all the lights in the studios go out, only to be switched on again for the next show. Do I have any lights on in here? No, I don't. What I do is I take my mobile phone to work with me. And that's where I plug it in, boys and girls. And then it gets its full charge in there, as well as I've got one of those little power packs. Power pack. That's a nice little name for something. I'm like a little power pack, aren't I? Bouncing around all the time. Bouncing up. Maybe I should try bouncing around. That might unblock me down here, mightn't it? Do you think? Hang on. Oh no, I better not do it now because I don't want to have to rush to the toilet halfway through the show, taking my camera with me. So I plug in my phone and power pack wherever I'm working. And then once it's fully charged, the next day I use the torch as a light in the house. You never have to turn a light on again. Oh, it's wonderful. I bet you do the same thing. Do you? Do you plug in your equipment at home to give it a nice full charge before you get it home at night and plug it in and use whatever you're using there? That's my advice there. Anyway, yesterday, so we went swimming yesterday. My friend came round after I'd done the show yesterday, and we went swimming. Unfortunately, we mistimed it, so the water aerobics had just started. I don't mind water aerobics. I did do it a couple of times, but it's a bit long. It's like an hour. You know, if it was half an hour, I'd probably do it all the time. But I find an hour in the pool takes a little bit too much of a chunk. I'm going back to that burger again, I think. A chunk out of my day. So we don't do it. But when they're in there, usually they rope off either half or 3/4 of the pool. Now, yesterday, fortunately, there weren't too many of them, so they'd only roped off half the pool yesterday. So we got in. This was at just after 11 o'clock, so it must be 11 till 12 on a... Was it today? Friday today? Thursday, so it must be 11 till 12 on a Thursday. And there was already another lady in the pool. And so we're going. I wasn't feeling particularly powerful yesterday. There wasn't much energy, so I thought I'm still getting over this flu, really. So I'm walking up and down and doing a little bit of breaststroke, dear. Breaststroke. Now my breaststroke is very, very slow. If I go like that, I'll probably overtake you unless you are a little Tom Daley type. And God knows I'd like to bump into him in the dressing room. But yes, if you're going like that, you know, I'll probably overtake you. However, when I go like that, almost everyone in the pool, even the little 90-year-old lady who insists on swimming slap bang in the middle so no one can get past her. Of course, no one says anything to her because she's an old, and she is about 90. She is, bless her, and she gives you a little smile as she goes, but I don't think she's aware where she is, to be honest. I mean, I got halfway down the pool the other week, and she said to me, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the baked beans are, please?" Hello? Yeah, it's a bit like that. And she's no idea where she is, bless her heart. She starts off at the end, she goes to the... And by the other end, she's drifted across to the right, like a piece of old driftwood. Bless her heart. And no one said anything to her because she's 90 and she deserves to be able to do whatever she damn well likes. That's it. Anyway, so for the first half an hour in the swimming pool, it is a bit, it's a bit rough. It's a bit like the old rough North Sea, because what the ladies are doing, they're jumping up and down like this. Jump, jump, jump. And it's creating all these waves everywhere, dear. And the water is everywhere. It's everywhere. But we don't mind. It's not everywhere because there's one person like that idiot bloke the other week who thought he would do the butterfly with 4 other people in the pool, you know. And it's a violent stroke, the butterfly. It really is. And if there's anyone else, if there's one other person in your side, you should not be doing that butterfly because it's bloody well dangerous. It really is. You get a slap in the head from that, because some of these swimmers, they're like the aggressive cyclists. Now, I'm sure you've bumped into 1 or 2 of those on the road. Oh, the other day I was driving to work. And there must have been an awful lot of traffic on the way. So I was going for a place called Hollyport, which is near Maidenhead. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, my God. Oldie, worldy English. Little Britain, if you don't mind. Little Britain, if you don't mind. Oh, it was a beautiful little place. And this road is really narrow. I'm going around these bends, and and on the other side, there's a massive queue of traffic. I think that's actually quite normal for that time of day, for that queue of traffic that side. There was a massive queue coming around this bend, and as I've come around this bend, there is a cyclist in the middle of the road on my side coming this way. There really is. So I carried on, and he carried on, and I got closer and closer, and I slammed on my brake, and he pulled into a gap between. I said, and I opened I'm sorry, dear. I opened my window. I was not abusive. Can you just imagine me ever being abusive to anyone? I don't think so. Oi, get on that. Oh. And I said, "Excuse, will you get over? Are you stupid? Get over the other side." I mean, these people want to die, don't they? Do they actually want to die? I mean, how stupid can you be? It's pitch black. You're on my side of the road. It's very narrow. You were lucky I saw you. Fortunately, you had one of those very bright flashing lights on, you know, and they jumped the lights and all that. I'm a cyclist. I don't jump lights. Mind you, there's none around here, really. Do I go through any lights at all? I don't think I do. But I wouldn't. I just wouldn't jump traffic lights. I mean, how stupid can you be? Anyway, going back to the swimming pool story, boys and girls. So it's a little bit like the North Sea in there. It's very rough, up and down it's going. And you can't really swim because the water's going like... I mean, honestly, it is like this. In fact, if there's one particular person in there, boys and girls, it's more like a tsunami when they get in. Oh, my God. You know, they get in and the entire water goes up like that and starts lapping over the edges. Obviously, I cannot reveal who that person is. If you ever was to go to the swimming when the water aerobics are there, you would spot them in there. And once they've got in, you know, you might as well give up. You really might as well. Anyway, so for the first half hour, it's very rough. After that, they calm down and they get these long, I don't know what they're called, like foam-based product. And it's like a tube, and it's very, very long. It's like that. It must be about, it's wider than my arm span, you know. And they get these, and they start bending them, and then they get them and put them down, and then behind them, and all that business. And then between their legs, and jump up and down on them like that. And that's it. And once they start doing that, the water calms down. So we couldn't really do much swimming yesterday. But I walked up and down quite a lot of time. That's very good exercise, apparently, you know, walking up and down in the swimming pool. Did you know that? So that was yesterday. And then, after that, we went to Sainsbury's. Now, I'm not keen. You know I'm not keen on going to Sainsbury's. The staff are as miserable as sin. I'm sorry, they are. They are. The staff are as miserable as sin. And quite frankly, the customers aren't much better. They're blooming rude as well in there as well. Pushing the baskets around. Children screaming all over the place. I can't bear it. So we went in, and they've got the scanners working at last. Well done, Sainsbury's. It's taken them about 3 weeks to get those damn things working. I remember seeing the first time they were there. I said, "Oh, are you getting scanners?" And the lady says, "Yes." I said, "What, in here?" I said, are you serious? How much stuff is going to get nicked now that you've got those? I mean, what a stupid idea. It doesn't happen in Waitrose. People don't nick stuff in Waitrose. And if they do, you can spot them before they even nick it. I mean, they stick out like a bloody sore thumb in there. In Sainsbury's, well, they all look like thieves to me. Every last one. Do you go to Sainsbury's? What have you nicked from there this week? Send me a private email and tell me. I'll read out the email. I promise not to nick you, not to read your name out though. Okay. And that was 3 weeks ago, and it said there was a sign on there 3 weeks ago. Scanning starts on Monday. Well, that was 3 weeks, and they couldn't get the thing working. They couldn't get it working. Anyway, it's working again. It's working now. Yesterday it was working. I thought, oh, I'll give this a go. So I've tried to collect a scanner. Then it says, oh, you have to register. Where do you register? Oh, just over there. So there's a couple of little not computers, but iPad. They're not iPads, but iPad type device. What are they called? Tablets that are fixed to the wall. With chains so that no one can nick them in there. That's the sort of place it is. And you've got to type in your details. Of course, Ronnie's got one of them, and there's a woman on the other one. Lovely lady she was. And they're typing away, so I can't do it. I'm standing there like a lemon waiting for something to happen. Eventually, I got on it and registered my thing, and that's it. Off we go. Swiped my card and picked up the scanner and went. Now, I can't lie to you. The scanners in Sainsbury's are actually, I hate to say this, they are better than the ones in Waitrose. And I thought, okay, they just seem to pick up the label. You have to scan the barcode. They seem to pick up the barcode quicker than some of the Waitrose ones. I don't know why that is. Maybe they work in a different way, or perhaps they're just very new now, because Waitrose have had these things for years. So I'm going around scanning my shopping, and as I was going around yesterday, there was an awful lot of offers on stuff that I usually buy. Now, you must be careful, boys and girls. Do not be blinded by those shining offers. 3 for 2, 10 for 6, 200 for 160. Do not be blinded by those offers. Don't buy anything that you don't usually buy. However, if there is a different brand on, I don't know, tins of peas, and that's on special offer instead of the ones you usually get, then go and get those ones. That's how you do these special offers. I think they make a lot of money on special offers from people who buy stuff that they don't usually have, dear. I mean, only the other week I was shopping around and I saw lipstick. 10 sticks for the price of 2, and I bought them. Now, I don't even use the stuff. I do not use lipstick or any male makeup. Thank you very much. Oh, no, dear. Men with makeup. Whatever next? Have you seen them walking? Some of them on the telly, dear. Some of these little young, pretty things. Or not even just the young. There was a bloke in the pub last night. Drunk. And he was full of it. Oh, it's my birthday today. Oh, how old are you? I was on my computer. It was a bit like this. Scenario. I said, all right, mate. He said, can you play some records? Yeah, what would you like? He asked for this record. What was it? Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child. So I said, Destiny's Child. Okay. How old are you today? And I looked up. And he said, oh, it's my 30th. I said, you what? He said, oh, don't I look 30? And I'm like, well, yeah, you look 30. No, please tell me the truth. No, you look 30, I won't be long with that. He said, oh, right, okay, and walked off. He was not, I'm telling you now, he was not 30. He was either that or he dyed his hair grey. Come on, at 30? I don't think so. I know a 30-year-old. I wish I knew one a lot closer than I do, but I do know 30-year-olds, and they do not look like that. 30, my foot, dear. Do me a favour. God's sake. Anyway, back to the scanners. So I'm going around collecting my... Yes, no, please, boys, throw the makeup. But don't be wearing makeup, dear. Not even a bit of colour. If you've got a spot, just leave it. I'm going to the hairdressers later. They got this hard thing. I don't know what it is. And if you've got a spot, it half hurt. I must tell them in future not to use that. Oh, it's horrible, this thing, this hard thing. What is it? It's a bit like a candle or something like that, I think. I don't know what it is. So we're continuing with the shopping, and there was a lot of offers on Quorn products, maybe. Like, for example, the cottage pie that I sometimes buy, Quorn, usually £3.60. Well, I never ever pay £3.60 for a cottage pie, no way. But it was £2. Now that's not bad. That's about the maximum I pay for something like that. £2 for that. I think they had a Quorn beef stew, which is, there's no beef in it. It tastes like it. Quorn beef stew, £2. You see, the ice cream was £2 instead of £3.50, and there was a lot of that stuff that I usually buy on special offer. And I only went in. What did I go in for yesterday? I think a tin of beans, or so, some tins of beans, and the beans were on special offer as well. £1.50 for 4 cans. That's not bad, is it? I quite like Cross and Blackwell beans now because they're a bit thicker. They're a bit thicker than the Heinz ones. So I'm buying all this stuff, and of course I got to the till now. And continuing with my scan, it says the end scan, click here, so beep, 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 da, 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 da. We got so far along there, okay, pay now, and then there comes the thing. And I think there's 6 of these self-scanners, and so I'm looking, and I'm like, excuse, and I couldn't find where to put the money. And I called the boy over. Quite nice, actually. Quite a nice boy in there today. With, at last, a pair of fitted black trousers. Because usually most of those boys in Sainsbury's, they're wearing these trousers and they're hanging halfway down their arses. No, these were fitting perfectly fitting the contours of himself. He's about, how old was he? About 26, 27, something like that. So we were having a look at him. Sorry, so we were calling him over. I said, excuse me, where do I put the money? Oh, it doesn't take cash. Oh, which actually is the same as the Waitrose one. They don't take cash there. But in there, they have someone waiting on that till in case anyone wants to pay cash. I said, well, what do I do then? He said, oh, well, to save you going through a normal checkout, what I do is I'll get you a receipt which will give you a barcode, then go over to the normal Then go over to the normal checkout. They will scan the barcode and then you just pay them like that. So you got to queue up again. Oh, Christ. What a bloody waste of time and a palaver that is. Why is it that the self-service checkouts, you can't use cash? Why is that? Sorry, not the self-service, the scanner checkouts, you can't use cash. Can only be card. Now, the self-service ones use cash. And what's the difference? You know, you're no more likely to nick something by paying by cash than you are by a card, aren't you? You know, I suppose if you want to slip, because they must be losing money on this again. There must be people going through there nicking stuff. Now, you wouldn't be able to do it, probably. I wouldn't be able to do it because we don't know the methods used for nicking stuff. I suppose, you know, they dropped... God, they drop a couple of packets of ham down their knickers and stuff like that, or their pants. Oh, God. How awful. And by the time you'd get it home, it would all be warm, wouldn't it? Warm ham, which has been just dropped down someone's pants. But do you see what I mean? So why can't they take cash on these scanner checkouts? Just need a little drawer, you know, put your coins in or your notes or that thing that snatches it out your hand, you know, when you put it in that other thing. Nearly took my bloody fingers off. Anyway, so that was the self-service checkouts in there. Yeah, self-service now available. Self-service scanners now available in Sainsbury's and Bracknell. But if you want cash, don't bother. God's sake. Right. Let's do today's... some messages from yesterday's show. Simon says he loves the mini pegs. Have I got them here still? Hang on a minute. Oh, they're in here somewhere. Get the mini pegs back out to show you in case you missed them yesterday. Oh, I can't find them now, Simon, dear. I've had a bit of a clear out, as you can see. Look. No. I can't find them now, Simon, dear. Just a moment. Where's my bits of paper? And what's that now? Now I've got papers on the floor now. Now what was rubbish and what wasn't? Is that rubbish there? I must empty all this stuff at some point. No, I can't find the pegs now, Simon. Sorry. On a serious note, where can I get the BBC One colour? It's still here. Look. Where can I get the BBC One colour T-shirt from? This is BBC One colour. Or if Ray can see this, I'd like to purchase one of them. Yes, Ray, can you put down the purchase information for the BBC One colour T-shirts, please? For Simon. Thank you very much. Perhaps under this show somewhere. Thank you, Ray. Canavans. Yes, it's Canavans is where Mike Yates does his karaoke, Simon. That's right. Simon also says, I use laptops, but I always carry my discs should my laptop or spare laptop crash. For when Simon does his karaoke. Yes, no, well, we've moved on from discs now. Thank you very much. Now, there's only two... Oh, we've done 25 minutes. I did promise you it would be 20. Sorry. I do get carried away. I love it when we have a little chat in the morning. I do. Just a couple of birthdays today, boys and girls. Happy birthday today to James T.R. Buchanan. Oh, yeah. Now, that is a name. Isn't that a name? James T.R. Buchanan. I like that name. I like your surname. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, James. Does it say your age today? I don't think there's no revelations of anyone's age today. And happy birthday today to Pete Sheppard. Just 2 birthdays today. We had about 15 yesterday, didn't we? Anyway, let's sing the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, James and Pete. Happy birthday to you. All right, happy birthday, chaps. And that's it for today's show. It's a Friday night, so tonight I'll be hosting karaoke at Central Station Bar. It's every Friday. Karaoke tonight at Central Station Bar on this Friday, starting at 8:30 and finishing at midnight. All are welcome. Are you coming down for a sing-song tonight? Once again, karaoke. It's Friday night karaoke today, hosted by myself at Central Station Bar, Wharfdale Road in King's Cross, starting at 8:30 and finishing at 12 midnight. Apart from that, time to go and have my hair cut now. No doubt myself and Ronnie will be fighting over the boy that usually cuts it. Have a nice Friday. See you soon. Bye-bye.